Nebraska ruled the 90s, but that was before they met up with Texas.
On a roll, gonna throw it, got it wide open, baby!
A stunning loss in the first Big 12 title game. The scene then moved to Lincoln.
It's gonna throw on third down, rolling, tossing, diving, touchdown, Texas!
The Longhorns snapping the Huskers' 47-game home win streak.
And the Major will do it on first down, get a slant, touchdown, Texas!
6 weeks ago in Austin, the Longhorns made it 3 straight upsets. Round 4 is next. Welcome, everybody, to the Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship. Here come the Longhorns. When the Big 12 started 4 years ago, a lot of folks said this would be the key rivalry. And today, Texas and Nebraska come together to play for the Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship. Major Applewhite of Texas and Eric Crouch of Nebraska as the co-offensive players of the year.
Well, everybody said Ricky Williams carried him. He comes back this year and sets records for Texas throwing the ball. He has to be a good decision maker for that offense to go.
Now our Dr. Pepper Texas offensive line, only senior there, Roger Racler. Corey Quay played high school at Marshall High right here in San Antonio, Texas. The wide receivers, Kwame Cavill, one of the best, breaking Texas records every time he goes out. The Major, the quarterback.
Brent, Kwame Cavill's way out here. He's drawn extra coverage so far at the beginning of the game.
Texas spreads the field. They put Applewhite back in the shotgun. They drop it off in the flat, and not much doing there. Montrell Flowers trying to use his speed.
Boy, Carlos Polk made a great play. Your middle linebacker stopping a quick screen to the wide receiver. Nebraska has got it geared up early in this game, but that's not unusual, Brent. They start off fast on defense.
They are very unhappy with the performance of their offensive linemen. They took both Tim Nunez and Mack Brown, talked to the offensive linemen and said, look, there are 11 players out there right now, referring to the defense. We can't keep them out there as long as you have. You've got to be able to do more than 3 and out. He said you've got to get your position, get the block, and especially protect Major.
And I asked Major, when we reached him in Austin, what he actually meant by that quote, and here's what he said.
They have talent, they have ability on that side of the ball, they have speed, strength, everything. Everything you could want in a defense, they have that. So they don't have to try to confuse you with certain looks. They can just line up on the other side of the ball and say, hey, we're here. You know, let's go play. And then they can beat you.
Nebraska had a 13-3 lead at half. That's what Texas is banking on. I think Texas has to go to a short passing game here right now and try to slow down that pass rush by throwing quickly.
Second down and short. Polk is picked up beautifully, and Hodges Mitchell explodes to midfield for a first down. Julius Jackson makes the stop.
Hodges Mitchell, who started out after 3 games with only 104 yards rushing, has really emerged this year, Brent, and may be as valuable a player as this Texas offense has for them this year. One of only 2 backs in the country this year, along with Sean Alexander, to rush for more than 1,200 yards and pass receive for over 300 yards. You have to keep them involved in the game, and sometimes if you're a quarterback, you have to talk to them and say, your time will come. Your time will come. We're still probing. We're still looking for you. We'll get you. Just keep running your routes.
He lines up. Applewhite only 2 of 6 here in the early going for 14 yards. Here's the all-out blitz on the Major. Hot, incomplete. Montrell Flowers didn't break it off quickly enough on the all-out blitz. He showed that he's a young receiver that time. He took it too deep because there was fire in the middle and the Major had to unload.
Well, Ryan Nunez and Montrell Flowers have been trying to replace Wayne McGrarity right here. Quick slant right here would have given your quarterback time to throw the ball. Look at that. No one back there in the center of the field. Few too many breaks right there. The ball could have been completed, but that's a tough throw when you're back.
Mike covering deep. Can the Major get enough time? We're about to find out, but he looks away from him, comes back, and a diving reception by Flowers. 13 more yards and a first down.
See, a lot of people think that if you face a tough pass rush, you shouldn't throw. Well, it's just the opposite. You got to throw with a quicker tempo, wear them out. It's just like the body hits on Eric Crouch. You can wear out the pass rush with a lot of 5-step drops. Cavill was wide open over the middle. Applewhite kind of lost his sight and then went to his second receiver, did a great job.
So on the play, the penalty is declined.
For Texas right now, Major Applewhite has to calm his team down. Mack Brown has to calm his team down. And together say, if we just put something on the board, we're right where we were last time we played these guys. Let's just make some first downs, try to take this steam out of this defense, and see where we are at halftime.
Craver matched against Cavill. Kwame is off to the right side of the formation. And now Craver tightens up on him. And Major points at the safety, who has moved up almost to a linebacking spot. Here he comes. Brown's coming. Got one-on-one. Flowers. Juggle. Incomplete. They had what they wanted. The speed man matched up one-on-one. But remember, number 22 for Nebraska, Ralph Brown. Simply one of the best cover corners in college football. Here is the first person in Nebraska history since the Second World War to start every game of his freshman season. He was a true freshman out of California, starting on that corner.
Interesting matchup that Abe Applewhite went at Brown when he had a more advantageous matchup on the other side of the field with Kwame Cavill on Keel Craver.
So it is definitely a chess match. All kinds of movement by the black shirts. Now Mike Brown backs back into center field. Major doesn't know where they're coming from. Gets protection, fires slant, and Flowers drops it. Incomplete on the ground. And let's see now. One official coming over from the other side is going to say he held it, didn't he?
I'm not sure if it bounced on the ground or not. I couldn't tell. Looked to me like it hit the turf.
And Flowers, with Eric Crouch watching for the Nebraska sideline. He's got Flowers one-on-one, but it's against Rob Brown. Major slips, stands back up. On the break, throws incomplete, and the slip threw off his timing completely.
Boy, Ralph Brown did an excellent job on that out route that time. Again, Kwame Cavill continues to be a decoy. Match up against Flowers. Look at Brown guess. Brown is guessing, gets his head around, but you're right. Tripping, I think he tripped over the guard here. Did he step on his foot? Yes, that's exactly what happened. Antoine Kirk Hughes still trying to straighten out that offensive line.
Where we put down super clean gasoline, so you get performance down in your car. Choose Phillips 66. Performance.
6 weeks ago, the Major in Texas outscored Nebraska 21-7.
I'd like to watch some of their spring football because Chris Sims is going to make a run at this stuff.
So it comes to an end. 3 games worth of frustration. Upset by Texas ends here today as the Nebraska Cornhuskers, who were favored by 8, win it 22-6. So again, our final score: the Nebraska Cornhuskers 22, the Texas Longhorns 6. And tonight it's the SEC Championship presented by Dr. Pepper between Alabama and Florida, live at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ABC. Stay tuned now for the Thrifty Car Rental postgame report. ABC Sports is online at ESPN.com, part of the Go Network. For Jack Arute, Gary Danielson, I'm Brent Musburger. We throw you to New York, and our colleagues John Saunders and